Yes, we're talking about the algorithm and how it's really boring and how it's repetitive and how everything's the same and there's no like originality anymore. And I don't know, Laura feels a certain way about it. I don't know if I feel as strongly about it.
Honestly, I don't actually care. Like, I'm pretty happy with my For You page and
Yeah,
the content that I consume. But like an obsession to fit into these trends and aesthetics. So we're talking about like clean girl, mob wife,
yeah,
like not literal audio trends, like
yeah,
trends that kind of take over the For You page for
yeah,
a certain amount of time.
yeah. And yeah, they take on like a life of their own kind of thing. They do, yeah. They surpass like audio trends. They become
It's
its
like a
own like movement.
personality.
It becomes like its own search on TikTok kind of
Yeah.
thing. And it's really annoying because, for one, it just like if you're a creator or if you're a brand, if you don't cater for the algorithm never serves you to the people.
Yes.
And so you're stuck in this like algorithm loop where it's like, oh, everything's the same, everything's a tiny bit different than what it is, but it's just all the same. No matter how many
Yeah.
times you scroll, you're like stuck
You're
with
consuming the
the
same kind
12
of
topics
content.
that you're
Yeah,
stuck with.
gotcha, gotcha. I mean, it doesn't bother me too much. What bothers me more is people trying to like fit into every single trend. It's like, bro, get some originality, get some personality.
Yeah,
Like, clean girl because you slit your hair. Shut the fuck up.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry, like
That's what she said.
you slicked your hair back and now you're a clean girl, or you're like trying to like fit into this mold. It's just weird. And then mob wife, like that is so weird.
What is a mob wife?
It's like an Italian mobster's wife, like literally, like in real life.
And how does she dress? Is it just all a look, or is it
Yeah, it's
like
a
how they
look.
do they have a
And
New
it's
Jersey
always
accent all of a sudden?
it's always like looks. It's always like it's never like about how the person acts or
Yeah,
what they're into and their hobbies. It's
yeah,
always about how they look. I don't actually know exactly what the mob wife aesthetic is, but I'm imagining like more of like a darker makeup look and
yeah,
like leather. Fuck,
yeah,
I don't know. Who
yeah,
cares?
yeah,
Literally, who like are you actually a mobster's wife?
yeah.
No. Are you actually Italian American? No. Like it's
No,
just
stop
weird.
cosplaying.
It's actually weird.
Yeah.
My hot take is that white women do this because they don't have a personality of their own.
Okay,
Like,
I like that. Let's cook.
why do you need to fit in this box of like clean girl, mob wife? Like, go get some culture.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
Go
But then
get a
they're called. Yeah,
personality.
yeah. It also does this. It also like with the algorithm, it has this thing of like, it gives white women. It gives everybody the illusion of choice. I love hitting on white women.
Oh my
I'm sorry.
god.
It gives this illusion of like of choice where like, oh, am I gonna be a clean girl? Am I gonna be a mob wife? Am I gonna be a tomato girl? Blah blah. But really, it's not more
Tomato
than three
girl,
or four
be
people,
so fucking for real.
and it's just a girl that dresses like back in the 1800s that puts a babushka on her fucking head. Looks like my mom. Shit like.
Oh, and wears a lot of blush, which no, hey,
Yeah.
I love blush.
And so yeah, I think people think that they're being original when picking their style, but really it's like
It's
it's the
just a
four default
remix.
template fucking
Yeah.
looks from TikTok.
Yeah, you're
that they're
just
like, oh, let
reinventing
me pick that.
something that already exists. Like, why have Latino women been slicking back their hair for decades and now it's fucking clean girl aesthetic?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
be so fucking for real. Like, do you think my mum, how do you think my mum was styling my hair in primary school?
yeah.
Like, and I was teased. Thank you very fucking much. Like, and I was teased. My mum would slick that shit back, do my baby hairs, lay me down.
Yeah,
If my mum did that for me now, like, oh my god, I
yeah.
would fucking love that shit. But I remember being in school and being like, oh my god, mum, like, why is this hair on my forehead? Like,
Yeah.
and now it's fucking clean girl
Yeah.
aesthetic.
But you were a
piss me off.
trendsetter.
Don't piss me off.
I think the other thing is that people have like a almost like fear of standing out now with like if they're not a I'm just gonna use the same examples. If they're not like a clean girl, if they're not a mob wife, they have this fear of like being a little bit different. What?
You like who wants to be a fucking mob wife? Like,
Millions of women on the internet.
so sad. Continue.
And no, I just think yeah that like yeah I guess like in the influencer's defense, it's like this is what works and they
Yeah.
have to do what works. If like no one's gonna
Okay.
wake up the next day and come up with a new look, be like, I don't know what's the look. plumber's wife and be like, oh, that's a new look. Like it just works. Like what works for a reason.
Yeah.
The people eat it up every
And
time.
they eat it up.
And so
I'm looking at Mob Wife because I just need to know what this actually looks like.
yeah.
Mob Wife. Theme party?
Nah. Wait, can I see?
Oh, it's like fur and heels.
That's like yeah.
Oh my god.
It's all remixing old fashion. I feel like.
Mob Wife Fine Babe. What the fuck's a fine babe?
Yeah.
Seriously, guys, let's just all try and be authentic. Let's just be ourselves. Like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, I think it gets to a point where it's like too much. Like if you're just trend hopping a look for the sake of look. I guess if you do fashion, maybe it works a little bit. If you do fashion and you like,
I guess you
displaying
can like
looks and
play
stuff?
into it a little bit, but
Yeah.
ideally, it's not your entire style.
yeah,
I mean, it can't be because it's a trend.
yeah.
You're gonna get over it in a couple of months and change your style.
Best thing I do is like when I go on somebody's TikTok that they're like trend hopping and stuff. I go on their Instagram and you can see like every like month of every year they like have a new look.
Yeah.
So like especially for men, like back in I'm a victim of that. This is me.
Okay.
Back in like 2016, 17 when like Bieber, Kanye were like the hottest they've ever been.
Yeah.
Had these like tall tees with like zippers on the side, like skinny ass jeans.
Tall
Like
tees. Oh my god, burn tall tees. Ban all tall tees.
and now it's like Carhartt jackets and stuff. Like it's funny how like I don't know, there's no sense of like timelessness with everything. I feel like we're
Yeah.
always trying to like
I hate that.
yeah, play off of the 90s and then have a little remix with it. But it's like when it comes decades down the line, people looking back at the 2020s are going like, oh, what the fuck did they actually do?
Yeah, it was just a remix of a bunch of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
that happens in women's fashion too. Like low rise jeans become a thing.
yeah,
High rise jeans become a thing. Off the shoulder becomes a thing, and then
Yeah.
it goes out of fashion, and people stop wearing it.
yeah,
That's fine. That's just like the cycle of fashion. But when people go from like one aesthetic to a completely different aesthetic so often
Yeah.
because they're trying to keep up with these social trends is where I'm like kind of like,
yeah. And if you have algorithm anxiety, just delete the app.
what the fuck is algorithm anxiety?
It's like, oh, I don't know what to
Oh my
do
god,
to cater for
go
the algorithm.
outside.
But this is
Touch
people's
grass.
livelihood. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, this is coming from a creator or
Yeah,
brand
yeah.
perspective? I get it, besties.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's all I had to say.
I get it. We do this for a living.
Yeah, yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
If you're a consumer and you have algorithm anxiety,
Yeah. Shut the hell up.
close the app.
Shut the hell up. Yeah, it's like this one tweet from Tyler the Creator when he was like, cyberbullying isn't real, just close your phone.
Close the app. Lock your phone. Put it down.
Yeah, and go on like a social media detox. I feel like that is one of the best things I've ever done for myself. Have you ever done a social media detox?
Not for longer than like a week.
Okay, I did it for like a month.
Oh, nice.
Where I was like deleted every app ever, and I did this. This was like back when I was like 18, 19. So it's embarrassing still, but I did this like cringe thing of like deactivating if you have my number, you know, like, you know, hit me up. And I was like,
That's so funny when people do that.
yeah, I was like, no one wants to hit you.
Did anyone hit you up from that message?
No.
That's hilarious.
And so yeah, my dad's asking me. Yep. Anyways, and sorry. So yeah, just be yourself.
Be yourself.
If you're ugly, if you look funky, if you got bullied for having a certain look, stick with it. It might actually become popular.
I don't know if that's great advice, but sure. Just, I don't know, dress
You already
how
got
want.
bullied. You already got bullied. Like, rock with it.
Yeah.